Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bree Mesquit, waxing educator, esthetician, and wax brand owner. Today I've been doing some filming here in my little makeshift waxing studio within my office, within our warehouse. And I needed to clean up my wax pot. So I wanted to show you guys what to do when you're in that like, crap, I really need to quickly clean out my pot, but there's a lot of wax still left in it. So what you want to do is actually put a stick in the wax and then completely turn your wax pot off. So since it's this smaller pot here, I just went ahead and used body waxing sticks. Or if I was trying to do this with a larger pot like this, I would leave my stir stick in there. So you turn it off. So this is hard as a rock. Now here is the trick. Now you're going to crank it all the way up, turn it on, and then you're going to wait just for that outer ring to melt, and then you're able to like pop it out like a popsicle. So we'll give it about 3 minutes here, and then I'll show you exactly how to do that. All right, the outer ring has melted. So what I like to do is get a hold of it and kind of like twist it to really help release, because I don't want this stick to break and then me to lose my leverage. Now, if you need to, and I might grab, oh, nope, you can grab another stick and kind of break it up. But now look at how easy it was to get all that wax out without having to bring your pot over to the trash can, be dumping the pot. It's a mess. So this is the quickest, easiest way to do this. Now you could totally put this in a sealed, airtight container, and there's no reason why you couldn't reuse this wax, but I'm going to be tossing it and then finishing cleaning up my pot. So I'm going to allow it to sit at this high temperature for just a little bit longer while I grab the rest of my supplies that I need. So you're going to want, I'm going to grab an SMA so I can put all my supplies there. I do like to have a few waxing sticks. I'm going to make sure to wear gloves. Very important. No, I don't want to waste my mediums. I'm going to use large gloves. Now this wax is going to be really warm. The wax pot itself is going to be really warm. So when you wear gloves, if you get anything on your hand, it's easy to rip the glove off really quickly. I learned this the hard way by working at European Wax Center and not doing that one time. And I burnt the absolute crap out of my hand. Grab some paper towels. And then we will also want some citrus wax cleaner. I'm gonna use this one here. It's their old label, but I wanna use that one up. And then you can also grab a few soft wax strips. These are nice and durable. You can also use cotton rounds. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for the inner part of the pot, or 4x4 gauze squares, paper towels only, really whatever you have on hand. You can make it work because of the fact that we crank that temperature all the way up. That's what really helps us out here. All right, get my gloves on and then we'll head back over to the pot. So you can see it's pretty nice and melted here. So I'm gonna start by just getting out as much as I can with my paper towels. Any of that bulk. Be really careful not to touch the sides of the pot here. You can also use your stick to be pushing around that paper towel as well. So you just put it in like this, and instead of your hand in there, you can use the stick just to give a little bit added protection, keeping your hands as far away from the walls and the bottom of this pot as possible. Okay, so now we got the bulk done. Now I'm just gonna pour a little bit of citrus cleaner directly into the pot here. Now you may see some like steam coming from this. It's just the product burning off, so no need to fret. Does anyone say that anymore? No need to fret. All right, sorry. I've drank a little too much caffeine today, you guys. All right, so now we can use this and kind of start to soak up some of that citrus cleaner, really scrub the corners there. That's where, so with Rebel Wax, we actually use mica powder, which is a organic cosmetic grade pigmentation that has a shimmer to it as well. So that can tend to settle at the bottom of the pot a little bit. So that's all that pretty shimmer that you see. It is not like glitter, where first of all, it does not cause micro tears. You can't even feel it. It's actually what they use to pigment like eyeshadows and different makeups as well, but it's not going to stick to the bottom of your pot like glitter can, and can absolutely ruin your pot. I've ruined pots in the past by adding glitter, so lesson learned, we want to use mica. All right, so almost all the product is picked up. You can also use a paper towel. Honestly, I'm probably gonna grab paper towels for the other side, and then we'll do this for like the final kind of wipe through. We'll use these. I like the scruffiness. Look how pretty that is. I feel like I should save it for arts and crafts. Same thing, other side, but now I'm gonna use a paper towel instead. See all that steam coming up? That's just the citrus cleaner. Smells really good though. I always get compliments from clients when they walk in after I've cleaned my pot with citrus cleaner. It smells really good. Just smells clean. All right, it's looking pretty good, not too shabby. All right, now at this point, I may turn these down a little bit. It's getting a little aggressive here. Now I just want to go back in and just kind of wipe up the sides a little bit more. Honestly, at this point, they're totally fine to just go ahead and add wax to if you are needing to just get on with your day and get your pot filled. But I want to try to give these a nice little thorough cleaning here. So the walls are pretty easy to do and avoid your fingers. It's the bottom that can be the hardest, because if your hand's in there, you're more, it's like that game Operation. You're like too close to the edge for comfort. Now if we were doing the big guy over here, the 5-pounder, it'd be different, but I would just err on the side of caution and use your wax stick for the bottom. All right, that looks pretty dang good, I'd say. All right, we'll do the same thing on the other side. So at this point, I'm not pouring the citrus cleaner into the pot anymore. Now I'm applying it to the strip and then just wiping down with the strip. I do have a code for Relax and Wax products in my description. I believe the code's BRE10, so you guys can shop their products as well. Citrus wax cleaner is definitely one of my faves. Alright, I see a little bit in the corners here. So if you have I have pointy nails right now, so I'm kind of putting that into this edge to get some of that wax in there. Or, see how I got some of that buildup? You can also take your stick, fold it, and then do this. And scrub back and forth. Got a little bit more. All right, they're pretty nice and clean. Now you can either decide to fill them up or go ahead and turn them off, and they're ready for your next use. All right, guys, that's the best and most efficient way to quickly clean your wax pot when you have wax left behind. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you use this trick. Let me know if you've already used this and I'm like old news. And if there's anything that you guys would like to see in the future, I'd love to know that in the comments below too. Make sure to subscribe before you leave, and then I will see you back next week.